For my wife and I, the first time we filled out our 401k paperwork, we were young and overwhelmed. We had a child on the way, no money, and we both worked. The 401k paperwork wasn't the only onboarding task of the day. It was one of many. And it was just one piece of the large pile of paperwork you fill out on your first day of work. Now, it's easy to judge couples for making mistakes on retirement paperwork when you're not overwhelmed by life. But we were, and you might have been too when you completed your paperwork. We know what that's like, and that's why we don't judge. At least 1 in 4 couples make one devastating mistake when investing for the retirement that won't cost couples one extra penny to easily fix. Like I said, it's easy to fix it. It's simple. I'm going to share how couples are making this mistake and what you can do about it. Hi, my name is Brian Page. I'm the founder of Modern Husbands, where we share ideas to manage money in the home as a team. Ideas such as how couples can work together to get the most out of their investment contributions. According to one study, at least 1 in 4 couples are losing out on free money from their employer's matching contributions because they are failing to coordinate their retirement contributions. This means that one spouse is contributing more than is needed to earn the company match, and the other spouse is not contributing enough for the full company match. Now, I know you know this, but as a reminder, the company will only contribute to your retirement if you contribute to your retirement. That is an employer match. And if you haven't done so, take a moment and look at the graph illustrating what is happening. As you can see in this example, one spouse is contributing more than is needed to earn the full company match, and the other is not contributing enough. Now have a look at this example, which is the same amount of money the spouses are contributing together for retirement, except in this case, the spouse contributing 3% more than needed for a full company match is contributing 3% less, and the spouse is contributing 3% more to now fully capitalize on the company match. In other words, together they are contributing the same amount toward retirement, but gaining a 3% contribution. The study authors who reported these findings estimate that the average foregone match, that is the free money being thrown away, is nearly $700 annually. For a 30-year-old married couple, that's over $200,000 of lost free money if their retirement age is 65, assuming the contributions earn the market average. Such costly mistakes are not insurmountable. So why is such an expensive mistake made by married couples so common? I asked Ed Combs, Modern Husbands Advisory Board member and the president of the Financial Therapy Association, why this could be happening. And according to Mr. Combs, quote, building wealth together as a couple means looking at your investments together, which is an act of financial intimacy. And it's no secret that some folks struggle with talking about money. Being financially intimate can be difficult because of complicated or traumatic experiences with money by one spouse or the other. Now, Dr. Michelle Kruger is a CFP and senior financial planner at Gratis Capital, and also a Modern Husbands podcast guest and advisory board member. According to Dr. Kruger, quote, it is essential for couples to intentionally communicate about their finances, ideally at times when emotions are not heightened. Many couples struggle to communicate about their finances because money conversations can feel uncomfortable or overwhelming and can lead to conflict. One thing that can be helpful in making money conversations a habit is scheduling a set time each week or each month for a financial check-in. Now, not surprising, the authors of the study found that households with weaker indicators of marital commitment, such as not holding joint bank accounts, are less likely to coordinate retirement contributions. And this makes sense. The fact is that when spouses are more aligned financially, they have better marital outcomes. And what is astonishing is how much better off married couples are than cohabiting households. Have a look at this graphic displaying how much better off the net worth of a married couple is for those ages 25 to 34 versus those who cohabitate. So let's review. At least 1 in 4 married couples are losing out on free money from their employer's matching contributions because they are failing to coordinate their retirement contributions. They're simply not talking. We know that couples who have shared financial goals and communicate regularly are financially better off. So, Here is how you can avoid losing over $200,000 toward your joint retirement. Simply schedule time to talk to your spouse about your retirement. Now, you can't be rushed or stressed when you talk. We know that this can be scary, but we promise for most of you, it won't go as badly as you think. You're about to hear from Dr. Olson, the same researcher who found through research that couples who pool their bank accounts are happier than those who do not. She also found this.
I have some new research underway right now where we find that partners expect financial conversations to be worse than they are. They actually are. So we have the partners forecast, like how hard do you think this is going to be to talk to your partner? How close are you going to feel? And then we have them do it, and then we follow up. And it turns out they're not nearly as scary and terrible as we think they might be. And so having a conversation and having it over time, it's one of those things that you'll want to revisit. You know, we often advocate for a financial date night. Doesn't sound nearly as sexy as it could be, get some wine, get a show on Netflix ready to go, sit down and talk about your finances. What are your goals? What are your values? What are your attitudes toward money? And maybe how does it relate to childhood experiences? We tend to carry these things with us from childhood into adulthood, and it can help explain why one partner maybe has a really strong need for autonomy and protection and safety, and someone else has a really strong need for fun and spontaneity. And so having that conversation and having it again, I think is really important.
Talking and coordinating retirement plans is a good first step. Here are 6 additional steps you can take toward ensuring a prosperous retirement. Number 1, invest the IRS contribution limits. Investing up to the IRS contribution limit in your 401k is a savvy financial move that allows you to maximize your tax-advantaged retirement savings. For example, the IRS contribution limit for employees to a 401k is $22,500. Number 2, consider retirement tax implications. Understand the tax implications for different retirement accounts. Contributing to traditional IRAs are tax deductible, reducing taxable income in the current year, while Roth IRAs offer tax-free withdrawals in retirement. Strategically contribute to retirement accounts to maximize tax benefits. For instance, a spouse in a higher tax bracket may benefit more from traditional IRA contributions. Number 3, utilize both traditional and Roth IRAs. Consider diversifying between traditional and Roth IRAs depending on each spouse's income and tax situation. This strategy can provide tax flexibility in retirement. Number 4, balance risk tolerance and asset allocation. Discuss risk tolerance and desired asset allocation as a couple. Diversify investments across various asset classes to manage risk effectively. Number 5, consider upcoming life events such as buying a home or having children when determining contribution levels. Number 6, compare employer-based retirement plan fees. Evaluate the fees associated with each spouse's retirement plan options. High fees can erode returns over time, so opt for low-cost investment options like index funds or target date funds. Growing through the journey together starts with having no shame with the decisions you have made in the past and not blaming your spouse for past decisions. Get right with each other, and then the learning can begin. Now, there are 3 ways that you can follow Modern Husbands and learn from national finance experts in marriage and money to make your marriage stronger by together achieving financial health. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will share long-form videos such as this. Podcast episodes are shared weekly, and shorts for fast tips. The second way that you can follow us is to subscribe to our newsletter. Every 2 weeks, we send out our latest articles, podcast releases, and free resources. Subscribe to our podcast, the 2023 Plutus Award finalist for Best Personal Finance Content for Couples and Families. You can find the link to all 3 in the post. And if you already follow us, please spread the word to help your family and friends. We welcome all to the Modern Husbands community.